birthday.
Yes. Yes.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to
This
you.
is your happy birthday breakfast?
Here you go.
Okay, listen.
Happy birthday.
Once upon a time, in a cozy little neighborhood, there lived a brave and resilient dog named Coco. Born on May 10th, 2019, Coco had quite the journey before finding his forever home with a loving human companion. Coco's story began when his mother, a beautiful boxer, had a litter of adorable puppies. Their home was right next door to a kind hearted individual who had a deep love for dogs. The neighbor would often visit and play with the puppies as they grew up, including Coco. At the time, the neighbor already had a beloved furry companion of his own and wasn't planning to adopt another dog. However, his fondness for dogs, especially puppies, couldn't be ignored, and he cherished spending time with the litter. As the weeks passed, the puppies grew, and the day came when they were ready to find their forever homes. One by one, they were adopted into loving families, except for Coco. The last pup standing, he caught the attention of an older gentleman who lived alone. The man thought a furry friend would bring joy and companionship to his life, and Coco seemed like the perfect fit. With hope in his heart, Coco's new owner took him home. But as time went on, something wasn't right. Concerned, the neighbor decided to visit Coco to check on his well-being. When he arrived, there was an eerie silence, no barking or playful wagging tails to greet him. When Coco's owner opened the door, Coco was nowhere to be seen. Anxiety crept in as the man reluctantly admitted that Coco was in the garage. The neighbor's heart sank and he requested to see the dog. Stepping into the dimly lit garage, he discovered Coco huddled on a small blanket, frightened and alone. It was clear that the older gentleman hadn't kept his promise of providing a loving home for the pup. Filled with sadness for Coco's plight, the neighbor knew he had to act. He gently informed the man that if he couldn't care for Coco as he had promised, he would have no choice but to take him back. Realizing he couldn't provide the care Coco needed, the man agreed to let Coco go. Now the neighbor faced a dilemma of his own. He already had dogs of his own and was expecting another child soon, so taking in Coco wasn't a feasible option for him either. Still, he couldn't bear to see the sweet pup suffer, and he resolved to finding a loving home for Coco. Around the same time, fate was orchestrating another twist in this tale. Tragedy struck the life of a person in the neighborhood. Their beloved dog was accidentally run over and lost forever. Grief-stricken and in desperate need of a companion, this individual turned to prayer for solace. Early the next morning, there came a knock on the door. It was a caring neighbor, standing there with a glimmer of hope in his eyes. "Do you want a dog?" he asked, and in the moment, everything fell into place. This was the answer to the heartfelt plea for a furry companion. With tears of joy, the person nodded and Coco was welcomed into his new home. From that day on, Coco's life was filled with love, laughter, and the joy of being cherished. He became a loyal and affectionate friend, a constant source of comfort and companionship. As Coco settled into his new life, he began to heal from the scars of his past. His days were now filled with long walks, playful romps, and a warm bed to sleep on. He was showered with affection and treated as a cherished member of the family. Over time, Coco's playful spirit and charming personality won the hearts of everyone he encountered. His journey from being abandoned in a cold garage to finding a loving home was a testament to the resilience of animals and the power of compassion. And so the story of Coco reminds us that even in the darkest of times, hope and love can shine through. It teaches us the value of second chances and the profound impact a single act of kindness can have on a furry friend's life. As Coco continued to flourish, he became a symbol of hope and inspiration for the entire neighborhood. His story touched the hearts of many, and he became a beloved figure in the community. And so, dear reader, Coco's tale is a story of love, compassion, and the profound bond between a dog and his human. It's a story that spans generations, a tale of resilience, and a testament to the incredible power of second chances. As we bid farewell to this heartwarming story, let us remember that every dog, no matter their past, deserves a loving home and a chance to live a life filled with love and happiness.